Two strong reserve units. As a player, what are some of the advantages of coming off the bench and playing?
I think, Kevin, if you think about coming off the bench and mentally you're into the game, you'll understand the rhythm of when you check in and where you might be able to take advantage of what they're doing defensively, some of their offensive schemes. You might have seen the sets, so it's important to pay attention while you're on the bench and then come in and impact the game in a positive way.
You can get in the flow of the game without even playing.
Sometimes, and then you also get to play against another team's bench, which can sometimes help you find your rhythm a lot quicker than going up against the starter.
Good point. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Winslow and Olynyk fill up the forward spots. Jimmy Butler is out there with Dragic, and it's Adebayo in at the center position. Now here's Winslow. Passes it to Butler. Screen by Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Pass to Adebayo. On the wing, Winslow. Defended by Hayward. And Cancer pulls it down. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Tatum's shot is off. Brown against Butler. And there's the pass to Dragic. Pass to Olynyk. Great D that time from Tatum.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Heat shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
The first one falls. If there's been a shortcoming for the Heat, Brent, it's at the offensive end.
The shooting percentages aren't bad, but it just feels like with their mismatch of talent, who is it that's going to step to the forefront and be the guy they rely on for consistent scoring? One thing you look at too, Kevin, they really don't get to the line all that much, and second chance points kind of hold them back. Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. Back to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Cantor with a screen on Dragic. And here's Walker outside. A shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Winslow against Hayward. Outside Butler. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Walker the pass to Tatum. Brown kicks to Tatum. Boston needs to get off a shot. Brown with it. Butler covering. Boston again missing.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, and let's not get on him too much, but that shot is also a little irresponsible.
Brown wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown. Going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
Now here's Butler. Shoots over Brown. That one off the back iron and out. Celtics leading by 5. top, Tatum. Kicks to Hayward. There's a screen by Cantor. Shot off the pick by Hayward. Miami grabs the miss.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Tatum with a screen on Butler. Here's Brown. Some solid defense from Butler. The Heat trail by 5. Adebayo kicks to Winslow. Screen by Olynyk. Winslow dishes to Olynyk. They get it again. Pass to Butler. There's the pick. Dragic with a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Dragic always scattering around, but that time got his feet up underneath him and knocks down the long ranger.
Up top, Tatum. Olynyk is covering. Busted. No good that time either. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. No good from Dragic. The Celtics with the lead. Hayward outside. Here's Walker with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Hayward outside. Pass to Cantor. Brown outside. There's a screen by Cantor. And finished off by Brown.
The defense has no answer for Brown. When he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they are in good hands.
Dragic against Walker. Screen by Olynyk. Walker against Dragic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolved.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric. Screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the 3-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. To the paint. Here's Tice. He kicks to Williams. Back to Tice. And that one is hammered home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Waiters passes to Johnson. The feed to Dragic. Rebound Boston. Celtics leading by 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Brad Stevens. He said one of the challenges they face in this matchup is the shot blockers. He said we've got to use pump fakes and get their guys up in the air. Anything that helps us convert close-in looks, or at the very least, get to the line. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, David. Guys, just how difficult is it to face a team with this kind of defense?
Kevin, it is tough. They've got some guys who can totally wreck your game plan with their activity on D.
I also wonder if this is going to give them a spark of their own on defense. You face a team with this kind of pressure, and it can get you fired up to prove that you're every bit as tough as your opponent.
Now Dragic, after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Johnson the screen. Here's the screen. Dragic the pass to Waiters. Connects from three-point range. Waiters got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The pass to Tice. Williams a screen. Pass to Edwards. Off the pick. Boston getting another chance here. Here's Tice. There's a screen by Williams. That 3 off the mark. Miami trailing. Waiters outside. Kicks it to Dragic. They set the pick from past the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. The Celtics have been looking a little out of sorts early. 37%. Boston again missing. Passes it to Waiters. Back to Dragic. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound Heat. Here's Johnson. Takes it off the glass.
Just a nice job of sniffing one out right there. Would love to see Johnson try to get a few more of those freebies.
Smart kicks to Tice. Williams a screen. There's the pick. Tice passes to Edwards. Shoots from the line. No good. Shot missing. And Miami the other way now. Good ball movement here by Miami. Johnson gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Smart kicks to Williams. Back to Smart. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Miami leading by 3 from 12 feet out. Raiders no luck. Celtics trail by 3. In the corner, Smart with it. Hits it from three-point range. Smart's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Raiders with a screen on Edwards. Dragic the pass to Leonard. He dishes it to Waiters. And there it is for him. Waiters got 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Langford. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pick by Williams. There's the triple. Edwards can't hit. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's the Heat. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball.
That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remains so devoted to the game.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Yeah, if your opponent fails to block out, you get yourself in great position. That was the story of the first quarter for them offensively.
They've got Marcus Smart. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pass to Waiters. Johnson sets the screen for Waiters. He kicks it to Johnson. Knocks it loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. Leonard, the pass to Waiters. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
The defense, not so good. I mean, when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
And the shot goes in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Waiters. The dish to Jones. Edwards defending. To the middle. Jones kicks to Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Heat lead by 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Smart passes to Langford. Edwards with it. Williams a screen. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Edwards.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Now here's Leonard. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Raiders against Smart. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. That one on Smart.
We know about him being the 4th overall pick in the draft, and Waiters still trying to find a role on this team.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. Boston trailing. Outside, Walker out to the right wing. Here's Cantor. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Winslow kicks to Jones. It's Adebayo, top of the key. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Marcus Smart. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the pass to Cantor. Bank shot, no good. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Winslow's shot is off. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Walker in the post, covered by Winslow. Here's Brown. Releases from the wing and drills it. Brown's got 9 points.
And gorgeous looking jumper from Brown there. The more attempts he gets from there, the better his jump shot will be.
There's a good screen. Butler against Brown. Now here's Butler. He's covered by Brown. Fades and shoots. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Tatum dishes to Walker. Brown the pass to Walker. There's a screen by Cantor. Cantor with a screen on Winslow. And Walker kicks to Tatum. From 15 feet away, it's hauled in by the Heat.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
And here's Winslow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Olynyk. Here's the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Now here's Brown. He's got 9. Walker the pass to Brown. Back to Walker. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dishes it to Butler. Off the pick. And the shot is long.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Cantor sets the pick for Brown. Here's Walker. Dusted. No good that time either.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Butler, no good.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screen. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete, and he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
Olynyk, a screen on Brown. Jones, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Tatum. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here are the Heat. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar. Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Here's Tatum. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And I like the fact that Tatum has not abandoned the inside game. Solid at finding space around the rim to score.
Now here's Butler. He has 7, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Well, Winslow plus power equals slam.
Celtics trail by 9, and Walker kicks to Cantor. Hayward outside. Offline with his 3.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion and good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here's Walker. There's a screen. Outside Tatum. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Now here's Tatum. Passes it to Cantor. Down low, here's Brown, and Butler sends it back.
And Butler, one of those guys that's terrific at slapping away shots, utilizing that impressive wingspan on defense.
And you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. Just had a tough quarter.
Walker with a clean look. That 3 off the mark. Miami leading by 13. And taken away by Brown. And it's Walker penetrating. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And Jaylen Brown was given quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Here's Tatum. After the made shot from Goran Dragic, feeds it to Walker. And he gets the bucket. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handler.
But they get it back. Dragic dishes to Butler. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and you know, that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Here's Smart. Pass to Edwards. Back to Smart. Over Waiters. Waiters grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
There's 1:38 left now here in the second. Leonard sets a screen for Butler. Rebounded by the Celtics. Celtics trail by 13. He tries for three. The rebound by Johnson. The Heat leading by 13. Kicks it to Dragic. Johnson the screen. Edwards against Dragic. Outside Butler. Here's the screen. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dragic against Edwards. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Here's Langford, defended by Butler. No good on the triple. Miami's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Waiters. Good work defensively by Smart.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Here's Tice. Left side Williams. Left side Smart. Looking to end the drought. That one's not going to go.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see him. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily he bricked the mid-range.
And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench was. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. On the court for the Heat, Winslow and Olynyk fill up the forward spots. Dragic is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's the screen. Winslow against Tatum. Shoots from the elbow. Winslow's shot is off. Celtics trail by 13. That's a two-pointer from Walker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Cantor kicks to Hayward. Drains it from 17 feet out. Hayward's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Rockets the pass to Butler. Screen by Olynyk. There's a good screen. Back to Butler. Shoots over Brown, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Butler's got the lead up to 14 now for the Heat. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Kemba Walker. Screen by Olynyk. There's Winslow. Rebounded by the Celtics. Hayward's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner. Tatum with it. Offensive rebound. Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hand.
Now here's Dragic. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Butler kicks to Olynyk. The Heat keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Screen by Olynyk. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Butler. Tries again. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 12. To the inside. Hayward can't hit. Miami leading by 12. Walker against Dragic. There's the pass to Winslow. Olynyk, a screen on Hayward. Pass to Butler. He kicks it to Winslow. Down low, Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
And he can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
Tatum against Olynyk. Hayward kicks to Tatum. Back to Hayward. There's a screen by Cantor. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Jones checked in for Butler. Now Winslow to the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now here's Hayward. Back to Brown. Boston. No good that time either. The Heat leading by 16. He's covered by Brown. And he banks in the layup. He has 5.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
Now here's Jones. There's the screen. Baseline jumper. Second shot opportunity. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Foul on Boston. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for. The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brown the pass to Walker. Smart dishes to Walker. There's a screen by Canada. 14 feet away. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Winslow. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. It's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Tatum. And Walker kicks to Smart. Cantor with a screen on Winslow. Walker the pass to Brown. Cantor sets the pick for Brown. Fades. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Brown. And that's now 6 points for Enes Kanter. Miami leading by 18. Waiters outside. Passes it to Winslow. The 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Tatum's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
From the wing. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And he comes up with the deuce. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space. And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
And you talk about Cantor's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
Guarded by Smart. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So both teams changing it up here. Celtics trail by 16. Cantor with a screen on Winslow. There's the pick. Edwards passes to Langford. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Tice has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Winslow kicks to Waiters. Trey. Here's Leonard. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Waiters dishes to Johnson. Goes up again. And finally, that one's good. Johnson's got his third basket of the night.
Nice job getting to the basket. When Johnson has a good look, he doesn't pass it up.
Here's Smart. A second chance effort. Plays it up and banks it in. Smart's got 5.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races. And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfort.
Like the quick pass from Winslow. Love to see that kind of unselfish play.
Raiders against Smart. Langford the pass to Edwards. Here's Langford. There's a screen by Cantor. Off the screen. Here's Tice. And he's good on the 3-ball. He has 7.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Now here's Waiters. 5 points in the game. Back to Johnson. And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Smart, and he lays it straight in.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Johnson with a screen on Smart. Johnson the screen. Waiters into the lane. Over Smart. Waiters no luck.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Edwards against Winslow. Winslow against Edwards. Shoots over Winslow. Edwards can't hit. Miami leading by 11 to the middle. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got 6 here in this quarter.
Like to see Justice Winslow doing great work on the interior like that.
Pass to Cantor. A fadeaway. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Celtics trail by 13. They've got Smart. Williams is out there with Edwards. And it's Tice in at the power forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Langford. Now the pass to Tice. Edwards against Butler. Passes to Langford. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Miami the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Stolen. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Edwards against Dragic. Edwards inside. He's guarded by Dragic. Edwards can't hit. Raiders against Smart. Smart against Waiters. Butler on the wing. Leonard sets a screen for Butler. And that one is good. Butler's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Miami.
Yeah, you just can't lose Butler when screens are involved. The minute he has daylight to shoot, he's going to go with it.
Smart passes to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Now here's Dragic. Johnson the screen. They set the screen. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Leonard with the screen on Smart. Stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Kemba Walker comes in for Edwards. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Dragic against Walker. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Smart against Butler. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
That one is off. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. No good on the second free throw.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Good work there as it goes. Butler's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, the way Butler handles himself in the paint, it really impressive. Just kind of out-muscles and outworks anything the defense throws at him.
Now here's Smart. He dishes it to Hayward. They set the pick. Outside, Smart. Over Butler. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Smart.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Here's Dragic to the middle. Hayward against Waiters. Outside Butler. Leonard Leonard sets a screen for Butler. Stolen by Smart. Out to Hayward. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Smart. Williams, a screen on Butler. From deep. Smart misses.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
It's Dragic with the drive, and it goes out of bounds. Went off Dragic. And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo comes in for Leonard. And Winslow subbed in for Goran Dragic. Here's Walker. Celtics trail by 10. There's the dish to Hayward. Smart against Butler. Smart passes to Tice. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Heat leading by 10. There's Winslow. And again, it's the Heat missing. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Winslow against Hayward. Smart wide open. He fired. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got assist number 5 here tonight. And Waiters kicks to Winslow. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Waiters. Olynyk sets a screen for Waiters to stop the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Heat lead by 9.
Well, he's a bit of a hulky guard, so he attracts that contact there and then keeps his eyes on the prize.
Walker dishes to Hayward. There's the pick. Pass to Tice. Olynyk against Tatum. Shoots over Olynyk. Tatum's shot is off.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Celtics trail by 9. Hayward passes to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Poke loose. Stolen by Winslow. Butler against Smart. Butler kicks to Adebayo. All alone. They get the rebound. Rebound Boston. Hayward's got 6 rebounds here tonight. From deep, Walker gets the 3-pointer to fall.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor. And I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
And here's Winslow. Kemba Walker getting his 3 to go. There's the pick. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And it's 13 points for Justice Winslow. The Celtics have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. It's Smart with the drive. And that one drops for him. Smart's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Raiders against Walker. From 17 feet out, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Tatum dishes to Hayward.